first match is going to be South Africa versus Saudi Arabia. This is going to be a really, really good one. And I feel like a lot of questions are going to be answered here when it comes to the format, when it comes to form and how people are going to play in this 3 versus 3. This is a big match coming up, man, for the host nation.
I'm sure everybody in the audience is looking, really rooting for Saudi Arabia to take the first win of the day. And like I said earlier, Pakistan versus Japan being the other 2 people in this group, it's very important for either of these teams to get any win that they can early on.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because they're going to be scraping for victories later on.
I mean, look, South Africa's in a very unique position here. No one's really counting them to do well here. They're saying that these other teams are way better. But South Africa has a very strong team. You see Callum Bukes, we have Spag and Ghost. And these guys have, again, a very diverse selection of characters. Callum Bukes, of course, with the Eddie. We saw what he did. He took John Ding right down to the wire at the TEKKEN World Tour Finals. Spag, of course, with the Zafina, and Ghost, who has multiple characters, plays Eddie, Lars, and Lucky Chloe. And these are the characters that can really surprise you in a tournament, right?
Yeah, especially, like you said, those 3 characters aren't very popular in tournament play. You'll get a couple Lucky Chloes here and there, but Lars, but who even seen Lars since like Tekken Tag 2, Tekken 6 days, right?
Yeah.
And those are all pretty strong first to 2, best of 3 characters. Which so I'll be really interested. And then Spag, I've seen him play Elisa and some other characters as well. So for South Africa, I'm really interested to see who their boss player will be.
For Saudi Arabia right now with Federer, we've got Sam Brother and Raif as the team captain. Raif's been traveling all around the world. Sam Brother, very, very solid, Bob. And of course, the specialist with Federer with the Kings, the Armor King and the King. What do you make of this team, man?
I mean, Raif is a world-class finalist as well. He made it to the TWT finals. He probably has one of the strongest Jins in the world as well. I mean, having that guy as your captain of your team is already a super big plus.
Quick picks, guys, quick picks. Who's going to be taking this one? Quickly. Okay, I'll go with you first.
I'll go with Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. Saudi
Arabia? Okay, well, I'm going to join you guys there too. Let's go over to Rip and Markman, ready at the stage for this first match.
Now that you know who's going to be giving you guys the analysts, the breakdowns, the comms on things, like I said, it's multilingual. Shout outs to Gamers8 for making sure that everybody around the world can witness what's about to happen here. And now that you guys know how it goes down, you guys ready for the first match? Make some noise for me one time. We're going to work on that. We're going to work on that. But with that being said, guys, please make some noise for our first team, South Africa! South Africa has already established themselves. Still a strong team nonetheless. Can't wait to see what they do here on this stage. But their opponent is not an easy opponent, and I guarantee you, you guys are gonna really like who they're about to go up against. This is gonna be a doozy.
راح نشوف مستوى عالمي من فريق الجنوب افريقيا، جانا من مكان جدا بعيد وفعلا بمستوى العالي اللي قدموه واللي بينوه لنا في التصفيات اللي نوصلوا معنا المرحله الحاليه. فعلا منتخب قوي، منتخب جدير بالذكر، فهذا هو منتخب جنوب افريقيا اللي راح ينافس معنا في هذه البطوله.
These guys are very much coming to get the crown and be crowned the best Tekken 7 territory.
صحيح اللي جالسين نشوفه حتى برضه من منتخب جنوب افريقيا هنا معنا راح ينافس في المباراه الاولى معنا، لكن الحين حتى برضه منافسه في المباراه الاولى. اعزائنا المشاهدين والحضور، اعطونا التحيه لمنتخب المملكه العربيه السعوديه.
These guys, definitely some of the strongest competitors here. They also have the home field advantage. That means you guys got to be making as much noise as possible for them. But like I said, their opponents will not go down easy. This is for a lot more than just some kind of prize. This is pride.
المنتخب راح يلعب في أرضه مع جمهوره، وهذا شيء ممكن يعطيه الأفضلية وراح يحطه تحت ضغط عالي، لكن بإذن الله راح يشرفونا ويؤدون الأداء الأسطوري زي ما تعودنا عليهم في هذه المنافسات العالمية. زي ما قلنا لكم قبل شوي أن المجموعات هنا راح يتنافسون، المجموعة الثالثة راح يتنافسون، بعدها راح ينتقلون إلى التوب 8 اللي راح تحدد لهم بعدها مسيرة هذا المشوار. كلهم يحتاجون النقاط في المجموعات عشان يستكملون باقي معنا المشوار. راح نتعرف على المباريات أكثر، راح يلعبون 3 ضد 3. المباراة ما راح تكون سهلة وبأنظمة حتى برضو مختلفة، راح تكون جدا ممتعة. راح ننتقل إلى المعلقين بعد شوي ونبدأ لكم فيها المباراة الأولى.
Well, look, now that you know what the first match is going to be, I need you guys to make some noise for me one more time, and we're going to send it to the casters.
Alrighty, here we go. Gamers8, Tekken 7 Nation Cup, Saudi Arabia versus South Africa to kick things off here. Rip and Markman bringing the action for this first match.
Oh yeah, super happy to be here. We're out here in Saudi Arabia, and we're going to witness some of the greatest Tekken matches that we've seen. You know, it's a long game. You know, we talked about it's been out for several years now, but you know, this is the biggest prize we've ever seen, the biggest prize pool. And I'm excited to see, of course, life-changing money. They talked about it, but now we are finally getting into it. We're starting with these matches. I mean, everyone threw out their predictions earlier. A lot of people seem to be in favor of Saudi Arabia here. But, again, you can't sleep on South Africa. I feel like they've been waiting for a moment like this.
Right, but look at this right here, right? This is the format, and this starting off here is going to be the Selector match.
Yep.
So this isn't even part of the actual set yet that's going to happen.
Yeah, so this is not going to be part of the score.
Right, but what they're doing here is they're playing for side, and they're also playing to find out who the opponent's first player that's going to be sent up is.
Yep. They're trying to figure it out. Of course, we will find out and let you guys know as the action unfolds here on the stage. I mean, you remember, this Selector match is a shorter round set, too, as well. It's a best of two rounds. Yep.
Yeah, so if you win the first round, then you get to choose the side. If you win 2 rounds, period, then you get to find out the opponent's player that's going to be going up first.
Yeah, and you got to think about it, too, because as they go into the games and they go into the match overall, there's different types of matches. So there's the 2 players that play originally, and there's the boss match, which is a longer set. So the strategy going into this, especially with points being 1 point, 1 point, and then 2 point, you got to really think about who you're going to put into the fold, who's going to represent it, who's going to be the anchor for your team.
Yeah, I'm real curious right now because it looks like they're doing a coin flip. And I haven't heard about a coin flip yet. Are they coin flipping for sides in the Selector match?
Yeah, that's tight.
Maybe they should play it first to 1 round to see who gets the side in the Selector match.
All right. He's going to pick, I guess. Looks like Callum Bukes had the pick there. Raif going back here to his team. And this is a completely different dynamic that we've seen from a lot of tournaments. You know, most of the tournaments that we've seen have been single player. However, you have your entire team with you. You have to think about the synergy. You have to think about the coaching and the experience that's going to come from their teammates. How they're going to cheer them on. I feel like for a lot of these players, they're going to be even more dangerous against their opponents.
Yeah, and Raif here, I think easily going to be the boss of the Saudi Arabia team. I think South Africa's side is pretty interesting because they're not sending up Callum Bukes to play in the Selector match.
Yeah.
So that must mean that they think that someone else is better suited for that boss position.
Or it's a mind game. You don't know.
That's the interesting thing.
We won't know. We won't know until we figure out who the second person is. Anyways, we're gonna get into this. This is a pivotal test match. Just to kind of figure out how this is gonna flow. And we'll get a lot of information and let everyone know at home how this is going to play out.
Exactly. This is, we have had multiple different kinds of team formats throughout the history of Tekken 7 and fighting games in general, but
entirely original, this one.
Yes, extremely original this time. So this match here, the Selector match, as we see it progress through the tournament, we're going to really see how pivotal it is to find out who that first opponent is. Because if you can find out, okay, we know that, Federer is going up first, then it makes you easily figure out, okay, it's probably Raif that's going to be in the boss section.
Yeah.
But if Raif goes first, then you're like, all right, it's probably Federer in that boss section, right?
Yep.
In that boss match. So it definitely helps you order your team.
Correct. Of course, in this format as well, points on the line. Initial 2 matches are 1 point each. After the Selector match, initial matches our games are 1 each. Then, of course, the final boss one being worth 2 points.
Exactly. So
You got to get 3 points. You got to get 3 points.
Yeah, you got to get 3. But, you know, there's a very high likelihood that we end up in a tie situation where, you know, one team wins the entry one in the middle match, but then the final boss match is going to be for the other side, and then you have a 2-2, and then it has to go down to just one more final match between whoever you want.
Of course, a lot on the line here. As you guys saw in the different groups, the top 2 will make it out on the upper side of the bracket into our top 8. And then, of course, the losing ones will go to the lower bracket.
Exactly. There's actually a separate playoffs for them. Separate tournament.
Oh, the Captain's Cup.
Exactly.
Yeah.
$50,000 on the line for that one for all the teams that do not qualify into the top 8. Wow, look at that artwork. Is that Zafina?
It is Zafina.
So that's got to be Spaghetti.
It has to be.
I'm almost confused about why.
It's a mix-up.
why was Spag calling him Spag? Is every spaghetti abbreviated down to Spag nowadays?
Maybe.
Yeah, you want to get some Spag and meatballs, bro? No?
I've noticed both Spaghettis are Zafina users.
Yeah, but UK Spag used to play Eddie. I remember that. I remember him as a capo main. Now, I think he's just wandering around. Zafina's pretty darn good. Why not?
Might as well, right? All right, looks like players are getting ready. We are going to get started with the Selector match. First gameplay that we are going to see here at Gamers8 Tekken 7 Nations Cup.
I'm starting to wonder how long the song is. It's a sick loop.
I mean, I know the analyst talked about it a little bit earlier. Do you have a favorite going into the entire tournament?
Into the entire tournament?
Yeah.
I think that's so hard to call because it's a team tournament format, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think Pakistan, Korea, Japan, those
picks,
are the
right?
scariest teams that every other team that I've talked to has referenced. Like, when I asked everybody, I was like, who is the team that you're most concerned about? It was always one of those 3, right? But when I asked Korea, they were like, I'm real scared about Peru. I'm really scared about Bolivia because I don't know these guys. I don't get enough experience against them. So it's really interesting because in this kind of a format, those teams that have not been seen on the world stage as much might really throw off the players that we were used to seeing on the world stage.
Of course, get ready for this. I'm excited. You know, just thinking about with so much on the line, do you think we're going to see some new things that maybe players have been saving up over time?
No
some
way.
New character choices.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because you remember, you have the buffer of your teammates to help carry you as well.
Yeah, but in this format, it's so risky, right? Because of the way the points are distributed.
Sometimes you have to take, you gotta risk it for the biscuit.
Oh yeah. Oh, it looks like we might be getting into it here.
All right, from Group C, we got South Africa and Saudi Arabia. Getting started with the Selector match here. We're gonna find out, of course, the order, the sides.
Oh boy, here we go. Set some buttons. Game on, Selector match.
So it is Spaghetti and Raif. Raif really made a name for himself at the TWT event earlier this year in the TWT finals, making it into our top 8, representing with that Jin Kazama.
Yeah, I had heard of him before, but I hadn't seen him perform like extremely well on the biggest stages, right? So seeing him do so well at the TWT finals, like, okay, this guy's legit. And then I got to watch him again in Dubai just last month, Slash and Dash Emirates Showdown, and he made top 2 in that tournament, just falling to Kokoma at the very end. So, you know, he's been fantastic. He's been on top of his game here, and definitely one of the strongest Jin players in the entire world. But look at this, Spaghetti bringing out the Josie. Forget the Zafina, we got Josie in here, Raif with the Jin Kazama. Let's see who wins this first round. This is going to determine the sides. Very important round.
All right, starting things off, Josie and Jin.
Brimstone and fire.
I mean, do you, like, think about it. Like, this is just obviously a good opportunity to just gather some data.
Focus.
But what do you do here? Do you just go super aggressive?
You know, that's actually a really good point, right? Because maybe Spaghetti is hiding the Zafina right now because it's only the Selector match, not the actual set.
Wow, great punish there.
And Riyadh looking real sharp right here. This first round looking like they're going to get to choose a side here unless Spaghetti can make a huge comeback. Not going to get it. First round arrived. Saudi Arabia going to get to choose sides.
Yeah, very, very clean opening round here. Of course, trying to figure out who the rival will be. This is a big round for Saudi. Gets a big counter hit there, the follow-up. He's going to push towards the wall here. Gets the full combo here. Let's see what he does.
Yeah, Riyadh gets to warm up the wave boost out here too, man. Sometimes your hands cold. No, he's getting warmed up right here in the selector match. Hey, crouch dash, pretty good parry.
Nice, keeps him there. Great use of that standing three. Big
Counter!
counter hit, and he's going to tie it up on round.
Yo, Spaghetti, okay, here we go. One more round. This one decides who we get to see from the other opponent first. Riyadh bringing out the strings right now. Parry, I don't think so. Standing three from Spaghetti. LLRK blocked, but doesn't get the right punish. Just a wild standing one huge mistake, but he gets the down forward too. But he drops the combo! Oh my goodness. This is anyone's game. Spaghetti could have closed it out. He double drops. Spring kick's good. Crouch dash. Rob's in a bit of trouble here. Spaghetti waiting for an open plate. So smart, so safe. Rob's got rage right now, though.
Oh, this is big.
The
Has an
pixel.
opportunity. Oh, and he caught him with the standing three.
All day.
Able to take it. And, you know, after that opening round, Riyadh looked like he had this.
Yeah.
But the slow comeback from Spaghetti.
Yeah, congrats to Spaghetti there and Team South Africa as they win the selector match. But, you know, they did lose that first round, so Saudi Arabia does get to pick sides at least.
Yeah, and for some people, I feel like the side might be the most important. Maybe they are so confident, like it doesn't matter if they find out our order or who the rival is, right? I don't know. This is tough because, again, this is going to put a lot of pressure here, not only on South Africa, but, of course, for the Saudi Arabian team as well. Looks like they're trying to figure it out. They're letting our admins know how we're going to play this out.
Yeah, and here we go. They have to decide who's going up first right now because this, of course, is what's going to be relayed to South Africa. South Africa won the 2 rounds there in that selector match, so now they will know who to put up first against the first choice. That's huge, right? Because that's like an easier way to get 1 point on the board.
Yeah. I mean, let's play team managers right now. Who would you throw up first?
If you're Saudi or if you're South Africa?
Because, like, you have to think about it, too. Do you try to predict if they're going to maybe put it in their strongest player first just to get points early on?
Oh, it looks like Federer is stepping up first.
Federer's first. Okay, so we got King or Armor King from the Saudi Arabian team. And they're trying to figure out on the South African side who's going to go up as first as well.
Exactly. Because obviously in this kind of a situation, you know Federer's character, so you're thinking to yourself, like, all right, which one of us is good or bad against the character? It's a huge step up from just winning that selector match now. And it also lets them know that it's most likely Riyadh is going to be in that boss position, right? So now South Africa can position themselves for Riyadh as well.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those things where it's on the fly. You got to really think early on here how you're going to place things. But, oh, man, a lot of pressure, of course.
Yeah, and if you're Saudi Arabia right here, you got to be feeling the pressure because you came out so strong and then things fell apart. And your top player on the team already has lost the game, essentially.
Yeah. Maybe that's what they wanted, though. Maybe that's what they wanted. Who knows? Anyways, Federer is going to be going up first. Let's see who the South African team is going to throw up as well. I have a feeling it's probably going to be Spaghetti still.
I mean, he's on fire right now. He got warmed up, but he did drop a couple combos back to back to back there, right? If I'm him, I stay on, though. Because you got to believe Federer's going to have more nerves now at this point.
Well, that's what I want to see from all of our players today is how nervous are they? How able are they to adapt? For a lot of these guys, they're probably not used to this stage. This stage against this type of international play, right?
For sure. And yes, Spaghetti is in fact staying on here.
Yep.
But what character is it going to be? Is it going to be the Josie still? Oh, man.
Is it going to be Zafina?
Mix-ups.
All right, this is going to be interesting. I think going by just the character matchups, I feel like King is going to have his hands full if it is Zafina. Zafina, obviously one of the characters that has amazing movement, amazing pokes.
You know, at the same time, though, I feel like everybody has kind of prepared for Zafina, but nobody's really prepared for Josie.
That is true as well. There's a lot of characters I would say that are underrepresented on the global stage in terms of just competition in general. And who knows? Maybe these guys have a lot of specialist picks that they've been waiting to utilize. Who knows?
You mentioned that earlier, and you know it's such a great thought process here too. Because if you're Saudi Arabia, you know we're going against South Africa. today. You know, it's the first match already.
You
probably assumed it was Zafina.
You know, I'm hoping we see a lot of surprise picks. I'm really hoping for that. Because, you know, will it give your opponent enough time to adjust? Is 2 games enough? I mean, of course, for a boss match, is 3 games enough? Who knows? Either way, these guys are getting ready to go. I'm excited to see this and how it's going to play out. I'm a big fan of King. King is my favorite character in the game. So I'm obviously going to be rooting for Federer. He's rocking both Kings on that shirt.
Oh, he is. It's going to be King or Armor King, most likely out of Federer.
How come we didn't get to take pictures like that? I want to look cool like these guys.
We should get a caster picture like that, bro. That would be tight.
Team, sit at the desk.
Game on.
All right, these guys are getting ready to go into the versus mode.
Man, the pressure is on right now. Here we go, our first match of the day after that selector match. Now we finally get to kick off the actual team tournament portion. This is the entry match, Federer versus Spaghetti. And the big question in my mind is, what character is Spaghetti going to use here? I feel like the Josie was not bad. And I feel like he got the nerves out of the way with those couple drop combos. But it's going to be Zafina.
All right, we'll find out. Again, it's not just one game here. It's going to be a race to 2. So we'll find out who's going to be at the advantage early on. Again, they have options to be able to pick. Winners, of course, will have to stick with their same character. However, the loser has the option to switch.
Yeah, there are like special bonus points awarded to the players' teams if they get like a perfect or win the rage drive, etc. So a lot of stats are being tracked alongside all of this to determine these round robin results. But here we go, King versus Zafina. And we're going to Hammerhead stage.
Oh yeah, very, very tricky stage. You guys got to remember at the start of the stage or from the outset, if you're able to get a launch or a juggle, sometimes you might have to adjust because of the way that you start at the start of the stage. It's kind of sideways, it's kind of crooked. You guys aren't just straight up. Anyways, we're going to go into this matchup. We got Zafina from Spaghetti representing South Africa and Federer using King representing Saudi Arabia.
Oh man, let's get it. Down to started off. Players start feeling each other out. Wow, ducked the high with the low there, but could have ducked and got a launcher.
But yeah, could have got something really big out of that. But these guys just, you know, really starting to feel each other out, trying to figure out how they're going to go in. You know, with Spaghetti, he's using the tried and true pokes, but a big counter hit and nice timing there for Federer from the 4-4 neutral 2. Goes for the grab here. Nice sidestep here. Again, back to back. And, you know, early on, you could just see Federer has a good read on the rhythm.
Dude, I love that we got the team cameras on there too, because you can see the Saudi team getting all hyped behind their boy.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be like that all day.
Nice, goes for the rolling Sobot. Spaghetti countering with a lot of these pokes here. Second hit able to land there. And the one thing you don't want to do is you do not want to give the momentum to Federer.
Oh boy.
Oh, nice break there. That was guaranteed crouching throw attempt.
Yeah, that backward Jaguar step, he's using it so well. Gets the gut punch, full crouch, down forward 2, and here comes Federer, looking good right now.
Yep, he goes for the running power bomb extension, the follow-up here. One more hit can do it, and the delay there on the down forward 1-2. Able to get a nice elbow smash for the win. 2 rounds straight for Federer.
Yeah, Federer starting off great right now, right underneath Zafina. So evasive.
Yeah, evasive maneuvers. She just did a barrel roll right underneath, and a big counter hit. He misses the just frame follow-up.
He's looking good though right now. Had the 2-round lead. Oh my goodness, all day on these counter hits.
Yeah, big counter hit low once again here for Federer, but Spaghetti fighting back here. Gets a 4-4-3. Using it, this time a big counter hit, pushing towards the wall. He's gonna have to adjust his combo, gets the spike. That was good.
Oh boy, she stuck his dance. That rage dart is gonna connect. Federer's gonna take it. Already got the fist bump. We're going that way.
And what a clutch situation there. Getting the rage art, 3 clean rounds there. Very, very good stuff from Federer. But that's just the first game, but man, on the scoreboard. He just pulled his headset and he started yelling at his teammate. But good stuff to the Saudi Arabian team on the scoreboard here. Federer, let's see what he does here.
Yeah, and the rules are still the same here, right? You're allowed to switch characters on a loss, or you can actually switch the stage, but you cannot do both. And looking back at some of this action here, Federer just in total control the whole way through, right? Found a lot of these countered forward for neutral 2s. And this perfectly placed rage art here.
Yeah, and I think that was really the difference in between, for both of these players, is Federer was in a comfort zone where he knew when to go for the counter hits. He knew when to be able to pull things out, like the rage art at the very end. He had a good read on everything, and it really worked out in his favor. And it was obvious with the way the score went, it was 3 rounds straight.
Oh yeah, that was a huge first game here for Saudi Arabia.
But yeah, you saw at the very end, Rife got super pumped.
Of course.
Super hyped, out of his seat, out of his chair. But Federer right now, he is looking good here. I feel like he's probably very confident here going into game number 2.
Yeah, he's got to be. But now I'm curious about Spaghetti. Like, does he stick with the Zafina here? Does he bring the Josie back out?
You know, you'd have to imagine that Zafina is probably the most studied and labbed character matchup for a lot of these players, right? Zafina, for a long time, has been one of the highest placing characters throughout the TWT events.
Zafina is crazy.
All right, going right into the action here, sticking to the Zafina. We are in the Cave of Enlightenment, the Thailand stage here. And Federer pushing towards the wall here, gets a big combo. He goes for the ground throw mix-up and able to get it into the figure 4 leg lock.
You know, Federer is looking on point right now.
Look, yeah, looking really strong. That cape is hiding his intent there.
Cheap. And Federer continue where he left off after game 1. 4 rounds straight right now against Spaghetti.
Nice. Ended up closing out there with nice clean lows there. Goes for the Ali kicks. And into the reversal. That is only against right punches and certain punches with both punches as well. That's crazy.
Spaghetti, though, looking good this round. Let's see if we can get some pressure. Get some pressure start with his wall here.
But he has a good shot. He hit him with a forward 4. Has the second hit. The last hit able to land
as
that's
well. Important. That's important. Get itself out of the hole. Get around on the board. Start turning things around. What in the world? Who does that?
Oh, yeah, but it ended up working out. But a nice get-up kick combo here from Federer. He's going to go for the running power bomb once more. Pushing ever closely to the wall. He's in a bad zone right now. Spaghetti, he's going to have to get out. Squid punch again. Undeterred.
Oh, we're starting to use substantial, but nice down forward 1 check. Giant swing, teched out of there.
Yep, not on me, not today.
Damn, triple duck?
You know, the movement and also the usage of the moves that Spaghetti's using is very unorthodox.
Oh, double rage right now.
Oh my gosh, not again. Oh, this squid punch right underneath.
Gosh.
Slow motion for me. 2 rounds to 1 here. Spaghetti looking really good here. Looking to tie things up. Possibly.
Squid punch all day. Oh, tombstone.
That's going to hurt. He tried to catch him there. That forward 2 does catch on back roll.
I got throws to king players. Don't break throws. It's a regular throw.
Here we go. What do you got? Nice block. And look at this. Spaghetti doing a great job here. Sidestepping alongside with him. King does not have the best tools in terms of up-close tracking. That down forward 2 is probably the only one. Here we go. And that was great. A point-blank forward 3+4. Able to close things out here. And look at that. We are tied up already.
Yeah, we are all tied up. You can see totally composed there. Just playing his game, and oh man, that was like panic right there, the way they crowded him.
You can see, like, visibly his hands are shaking.
I mean, that was 4 rounds straight for Federer to kick it off, and then all of a sudden, Spaghetti got 1 round, and that's what happened. Things turned around.
Yeah. Anyways, we are going to go into this. You guys see some of the action that we just saw.
Yeah, this wall control here was great.
Yeah, he started turning things around. He started, you know, I'm going to take some liberties here. I'm going to go for maybe the 3rd hit of the string, ended up working out. And then Federer started, you know, to make a comeback there in round number 3, but unfortunately it was not enough life on the life bar to survive that onslaught. And look at that, great stuff here. Able to close things out, and Spaghetti tying things up for his team. And of course, his team, they're happy, they're clapping.
So calm,
slow
man.
clap. I would be yelling, screaming.
Oh man, so Spaghetti gets that one, ties it up 1 game each right now. Final game situation to see who wins this entry match.
This is a big one again. This is for getting the first points on the board for the team. Each of these initial matches are worth 1 point, and of course the boss match is worth 2 points.
Man, there's so much pressure with this.
Oh, a ton.
Federer looks stressed. You know, I've seen him at a couple events recently, and he's a very friendly guy. Yeah. But he looks so focused right now. Like,
yeah,
I haven't seen this look before. No, exactly.
He's usually smiling and very happy. But obviously a lot on the line here. He's thinking about the matchup, how he's going to go into it. Obviously, Spaghetti's going to be picking Zafina because he won the last game. However, it's on Federer. Federer does have Armor King as well, and he
brings it out.
The big switch here.
Oh, I like this. I like this. Good choice. But against Zafina, what do you think?
I think it's still a tough matchup. However, he's going to have a different tool set that he can utilize. Maybe he wants that offensive freedom. Who knows? We're going to find out. He still has throws. Just letting everyone know. Reminder.
Oh, wow. Yeah, she's got that movement, though. Side steps and back dash from Zafina. So good. Down forward 2. Just beat out the 4-4 neutral 2, it looked like.
Yeah, and again, 4-4 neutral 2 is such a great tool. However, he has to, again, it has so much reward here for Armor King, right? If he gets counter hit this time, he'll get a juggle.
Man, if you're just watching the player cams, though, you can see them like visibly stressed out here, though. And you know, that team dynamic as you go on match by match, that adds up. Down 3 counter from Spaghetti right now.
Yeah, Spaghetti really changing up the timing, starting to beat out a lot of Federer's attacks here, getting more and more. Second hit, third hit counter hits the follow-ups here.
The damage. Federer way behind the block and 4-4 neutral too. Squid punch is good and Spaghetti running away with it.
Spaghetti is cooking him right now. 2 rounds straight here. Looking to close things out. This is a huge comeback set too. Uh-oh, not gonna fall for it this time. Nice punish there from Federer.
Yeah, it's not over till it's over. Don't count Federer out, stunner.
Yeah, the toe kick stunner follow-up here. Good life lead here for Federer. He's gonna need this, gets the punish.
Oh, just do it again, Zafina, man.
He has rage as well. This could be scary.
Yeah, can't get hit by this rage drive. Cannot get hit by this rage drive.
He tries to fight back out of there. He's gonna have to be careful, but a 4-4-2. Able to close it out here, Federer now. Oh, man, 2 rounds to 1 here. Trying to fight back.
Pressure, dude.
Oh, he got him with it. Be careful. Then again, Squid Punch has been using it so well, too.
Oh, yeah, fantastic. And there we go. Shining Black.
Oh, here we go. How's he gonna deal with it?
He wanted that Squid Punch block. That's what he wants, but the mids are coming out now.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna have to be careful for that down forward 1-4, and also the wall standing 1-2.
Good conversion.
Able to land.
Oh, boy, counter and get him kick.
Yo, he's gonna go back the other way here. Running toss, the follow-up here. Tries to chase him down here. He's in range.
Oh, boy. Federer can't even good. Got the range right.
Throw afterwards.
Tombstone.
And one more mix-up.
One more mix.
Oh, be careful.
What the hell? Oh, my God.
I can't believe this.
50-50, 50-50 for the win. The low, not enough, the high. Oh, my God, he's underneath.
And
Federer hangs on.
able to land. We're going to a final round.
Final round here. Federer and Spaghetti.
Oh, my gosh. I don't know if I should watch the match or the player cam.
I don't know either.
Oh, the 4-4-3s are working.
Oh, my God.
Working.
Half life bar lead for Spaghetti. We're going to get his wall to be even higher. Oh, my goodness.
He wants to keep him there for the Oki. The mix-up. Federer's in trouble.
He's got rage, though.
He does.
The hop kick.
Run up and hop kick.
Federer trying to make a crazy 90% comeback right now.
Oh,
he's doing it. He's doing it. Double rage.
And
oh, my God. Federer did it.
He pulled it off.
Saudi Arabia gets the first game out here. What a comeback, dude.
He got knocked into rage so early in that final round, but he made the huge comeback. That was amazing.
He didn't even tech roll after the walk-up. He could have got up there and blocked, but he took all the damage, got the rage. It's like, watch this. I'm going that way. Victory for Saudi Arabia here in the entry match.
They get that big opening point here. So great stuff here. Great stuff here. Is that a sign of who's up to next? I mean, we kind of figured that Raif was going to be the final boss.
For sure.
Either way, man, what a great opening match. Great representation. Making that big switch, you know, wasn't able to win with your main character, King, but Armor King came to do the cleaning duty. That was great.
Yeah, so Sam Brother coming up next with Saudi Arabia. Should be a bop here, but let's look back at this, man. This was wild. This crazy comeback. Rage mode, found the rage drive, tombstone, but this scramble at the end was insane too, right?
Oh, yeah.
The mix doesn't work out. He gets get him kick. This high goes underneath, and then he gets a slow-mo finish with the alley kick. And then look at this crazy comeback, dude. Rage mode Armor King. Pixel right here after the next poke. And then they clutch it out. And Federer, look at Ryan jumping.
He was so hype. He was so crazy.
Look at Ryan. He's like, oh, my God.
Good stuff, of course, to Federer taking that opening point here.
Wow. Wow. I think we're setting up for an interview after that one, though. That was crazy. Back and forth, and this man, Federer, got it done. Let's go over to the interview.
Look, I know the characters that Federer plays. We talked about this. We're fellow King players.
Yeah, man.
And I know that matchup is so bad. It sucks. Tell me, what was your thought process? I know you went with the King first. Didn't go well, but you switched to the Armor King. Talk to me a little bit about that first match.
The first match, it was good, but the mid crush, it was crazy. So I was like a little bit nervous. When I lost, I wanted to change. I want to switch. Yeah.
Look, I was also going to say one more question before. I know you guys got to get back to it. The Armor King switch, were you clear? We talked about the fact that he doesn't have the best tracking moves, but I saw the switch, the toe kick. We talked about this as well. How were you feeling once you picked the Armor King? Were you 100% sure in victory?
Yeah, because because King against Zafina, the matchup is quite bad because you see the crush, the stuff. But when I lost two, when I picked Armor King and I lost 2 rounds, I was like, okay, I still got it. I can do a comeback, yeah. But it was a little bit hard, but yeah, we get it at the end.
Look, I can tell you guys are still riding high. I don't want to hold you any longer, man. Get back, take a seat, Federer. You made me proud as a King player. Make some noise. That was the first match. That was actually the first match.
تحية كبيرة لفيدرال صحيح اللي شفناه من المباراة الأسطورية اللي قبل شوي، لكن كانت المقابلة كنا نسأله قبل شوي عن كيف كانت المباراة. صحيح انه خسر في الجولة الثانية، قال صحيح الجولة الثانية هي اللي حطتها تحت الضغط أكثر وهي اللي خلته يغير إلى أرمرد كينج، لكن الحين بعد ما غير كان اختيار حتى برضه غريب وحتى ممكن يكون تحت الضغط أكثر، فمع ذلك يقول انه يعني الماتش اب ما كان مناسب له، مع ذلك إلا انه هو كان واثق بشكل عالي انه راح يفوز في المباراة وفعلا قدر يتفوق ورجع لنا في الكمباك.
Look, guys, I don't want to hold you up anymore. There's still more matches to play. You guys ready for the next match? Make some noise! We're going to throw it to the casters. Take it away.
خلينا ننتقل إلى المعلقين نبدأكم في المباراة الثانية.
And that was great, man. Tasty Steve, 100%, my friend. It was great to see that opening game. Saudi Arabia did such a great job winning that match. But we do have our next 2 players up. Rip, how are you feeling about this?
I mean,
we know Callum Bukes now is going to be the final boss, and we know Rife is going to be the final boss for the other team. So
they're in that boss match position. But that, of course, means we got Sam Brother here versus Ghost.
Yeah.
And these are the 2 players that I really know the least about, right? Yeah. So Sam Brother, of course, he's going to be a bot player. Ghost, we've heard maybe Eddie, Lars, or Lucky Chloe.
Yeah.
So
it's quite the arsenal of characters, right?
It is.
And, you know, we don't see that many bot players anymore either. So this is fun to see. We're going to see how this is going to play out, of course.
Yeah, it's getting wild out there, but definitely the thing that's interesting to me, of course, here is that Saudi Arabia is up 1-0 right now.
Yeah, will they be able to extend their lead even further? This is a very, very important game here.
Lucky Chloe versus Arma King.
All right. Lucky Chloe versus Bob.
Oh, boy. That's what I meant.
You know, sometimes it's hard to tell. They look the same way. Anyways, we are here. Lucky Chloe and Bob going at it. This is a matchup that I don't see enough.
Round 1.
No, definitely not enough. Lucky Chloe, I think, one of the most popular characters in Tekken 7, though. Out of the new roster, at least.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen that power crush come out early from her. That is a high power crush, but very effective.
Oh, nice. The good side attack. Just able to get out here, gets the confirmation there from the Magic 4, gets the counter hit combo. Ooh, nice. Gets good carry, pushing towards the side.
Ooh,
not
I
afraid to wave either.
Yeah, dude, the wave execution right here from Bob, nice.
Instant running 3. He tried to get him with the nasty roll there. Great punish there on the hop kick.
That's going to be very useful when we get a key charge, too, because, of course, Lucky Chloe's hop kick can be kind of spaced out, so it's hard to punish, but Bob has a really extremely long-range jab. He is ready for this matchup.
Oh, yeah. He has something you cannot scout. And nice backswing blow there from Ghost. He was out.
Okay. He's got to watch out going back to her, though, right now. Got caught a few times, counter it down forward 2 this time from Bob. Looking good.
Hey, the follow-up there, the down 3+4.
Man, the Weibus are fast.
And some brother Mohammed Al-Jabari already 2 rounds up. Let's see what else he can do.
Yeah, Ghost right now. Trying to find some counters here. Size to 4 fishing, doesn't find it. Back to dancing. Look at the poke damage, adding up power crush. Going to be a wall spread as well. That's a fantastic round if you can close out.
Nice.
Counting all day.
7 golden letters here. And he pulls out the taunt at the very end, the count taunt.
I mean, he didn't like the key charge for the first round, I think is what that was. Nice blocks here.
Yeah, and he's going to get a follow-up here with up forward 1+2. Going to push towards the wall side here. Let's see what the mix-up is. Goes for the down back 3. Uh-oh, but a good, smart power crush there from Ghost. Oh, this is going to hurt. He's going to get the pickup. Oh, this is great.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, he's
got it.
Nice confirmation on the screen there. 3 rounds to 1. Able to take it, but game number 1 here for some brother.
Yeah, he's looking fantastic.
That's a clean Bob. His movement was on point.
I did not expect that.
Yeah.
The Bob speed of execution there.
Yeah.
Very awesome to see. I mean, that's not something that's easy to do. You have to be a high-skill player to pull that off and have put hours into practice mode even. So that is a pleasant sight.
Yeah, Team South Africa having to talk things over here. You can see some of the action that just happened. There was a nice counter hit 4 combo early on here in the opening round. And look at that. You can see that movement, man. And the adjustment, able to jab, follow up still afterwards. But again, this was the comeback here.
Yeah, this is the best round we saw right here for Ghost. Got the perfect there, and you know, whatever he did that round's got to go back more to it, right?
Yeah, but look at this pickup there. That was great. He almost had it the full round there. It wasn't enough, but it didn't matter. He was able to close things out very cleanly. His team is besides themselves. They're like, you know what, this is too easy. We got this.
Nah, they're looking good right now, but you know, that's kind of how the first game looked for Federer as well, right? And then everything turned around and got real scary and close at the end. So we'll see what happens here for game 2.
I don't know. I mean, we know Ghost uses a number of characters here. Do you think there's going to be the opportunity here? Maybe Lars will come out? Who knows?
Against Bob, I do think that the Bob pick was actually pretty decent against Chloe there, right? A couple of the traps that worked very well to stop Chloe's traps at least. So
Chloe didn't get a chance to really utilize her game or her strengths, right?
Right. And so, I mean, maybe just avoid that altogether, but I don't know what character out of that lineup you pick. Do you go Capos against Bob? Not a good idea, right?
No, I feel like it's not a good idea.
So Lars then, maybe?
Lars, I feel like he's a strong pick.
Taking a Tekken 6, man.
Oh, do we have a change here? That's the question. Anyways, we are going to go back into this.
Round 1.
It's Lars.
It is Lars. Okay, here we go.
Tekken 6 time. Bob and Lars.
All right, starting things off here.
Oh,
nice
boy.
Dog. Able to get the wall standing 2-1. Able to scout out that low, and he does a wave in between just to get some extra added distance.
Dude, he is so fast.
Oh, yeah, he is ready. Okay, gets the punish there. Second hit, able to get the elbow drop.
Oh, my goodness. Give me those feet.
Boy. Shades of 6. Let's go.
Fight.
Oh, boy. Look at the blocks and the loss and the call-outs of these lows.
Yeah, he is so sharp. Somebody's doing a great job here, pushing towards the wall again. Goes in trouble. He's going to have to get out of that corner.
Okay, we get a grab. At least that's going to add him some damage. And push him away from the wall a little bit. Still in bad position here. While standing 2-2 gets some damage as well. But nice sidestep attack, okay. Ghost putting something together here, but still behind. Shoeshine, now the rage. Eats the cannonball and the follow-up. Oh boy, just like that, it is set point for Saudi Arabia.
Fight.
Headbutt's gonna go for the slide, doesn't launch it.
All right, he's going to get the punish there. He tried to backswing there. He gets hit by the belly.
Yeah, Ghost is in big trouble here. Oh my goodness, get that out of here.
Yeah, up forward 4, ready, locked, and loaded here. One more mix-up can do it. He goes for the wonderful cancel, and he just throws the beatdown punch, and just like that, able to take game and set, or match number 2, he almost fell off the stage.
He almost popped off himself off the stage. That was crazy.
Well, this is good. This is very, very good.
Yes,
for the Saudi Arabian team. However, it's not over yet. It's not over. There's still the boss match.
They are up 2-0 right now. That's exactly what you want to start this round robin off. But there is still the boss match, as you said, Mark. Rive versus Callum Buke still set to come. And that match worth 2 points. So right now, Saudi's up 2-0.
Yeah.
But that boss match, if it goes to South Africa, it's tied up 2 apiece.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. And then if we have that tie, that's where it gets scary. That's where it can get scary. These players obviously starting to think things through here. Callum Buke stepping up to the plate in the boss position, going up against Rive. We would assume it's probably going to be Eddie versus Jin. And traditionally, that's been a really tough matchup for Eddie.
But I mean, I feel like Eddie's always has tough matchups.
And that's what makes Eddie players so strong.
Exactly.
Is they overcome those matchups.
Exactly, and especially a player of Callum Buke's talent, right? I mean, obviously he is a TWT finalist himself. He was out in Amsterdam just this year competing. You know, he also had a very close set with John Ding and the Julie there in that match, right? He actually won the first game in that match. So definitely someone that's worthy of, you know, fighting against the highest level of competition in the world and capable of doing so himself. So this is not going to be easy for Rive. And also, we have to consider that Rive has actually had a little bit of trouble today.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyways, we are going to go real quick to the desk and talk to our friends over there as they break down some of the upcoming match.
Thank you very much, Mark and Rip. So we just had the first 2 matches there of the Saudi Arabia versus South Africa match. And it is 2-0 right now for South Africa. What do we make of this MYK and Bloodhawk?
I mean, that first match was super exciting to watch. Spaghetti versus Federer. Federer having to switch from the King to go to the Armor King. Of course, it was Zafina, very slippery character, was going under a lot of his mid options there. And I think he went with the Armor King because he felt like the mid choices are going to be a lot safer when he's going for offense. So that definitely helped him out, close it out.
Yeah, it seems like after the first game, where Federer was getting a lot of the regular king 4-4 neutral 2s. He was getting so many of the counter hits into the clotheslines, taking so much damage. Then second game, you know, Spag wised up, started ducking a lot more, and it was kind of throwing Federer off. Goes to the Armor King with some better mids, the 4-4-2 and the hop kick. He started doing it at the very end, but that was what he needed to make that get that final game. I
believe we do have some highlights as well that we're going to be showing of that first match too, but you're very right there, Bloodhawk. I mean, there was an unwillingness to block those lows initially as well, right? From Federer, didn't want to duck, but then you know from Spag's side, it was a lot of ducking, probably scared of the multi throws, right? We saw the tombstone unbroken, we saw the wave dash into the 1+2 throw not broken, and then we see the ducking, right? And then you know the adaptation at the end was very impressive.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like you see them start ducking and you think, you know, okay, now they're just gonna mix up the timing. They'll duck sometimes, not others. But Spag was like 100% committed to the duck for that second game, and most of the third game until Federer started finally bringing out the mids. But you see the rage art right here, kind of an obvious point to rage art, don't you think?
Yeah, because she kind of stuck in stance, and it's like you kind of have to do a move to get out of the stance from Scarecrow right there. So it was a great choice from Federer, but in game number 2, Spaghetti brought it right back, you know, just poking it out, brought it back with the Zafina, you know, went into a lot of his mids, made him switch to the Armor King. And then this is kind of where the Oki game here and the comeback.
Well, this like fourth round was so messy at the very end.
Yeah, I think that was a lot of input error there from Spaghetti. He was messing up the squid punch, the back 1+2, getting back 2 on accident. And then right there, Federer had to make a huge comeback. Even stayed grounded to take the grounded hit there. But, you know, like you said, a couple of mids started opening up the lows back up.
And then here's the second match between Sambob and Ghost. This Bob was doing so much work, don't you think so, Spag?
Yeah, 100%, man. Yeah, Sam brother is Mohammed Al-Jabri, very, very strong. I actually played with him, went to his house when I arrived in Saudi Arabia. We played a long, long set. His Bob is one of the most optimized that I've ever seen, and we saw it there, right, with the sidewall, knowing how to adapt the combo in order to get the full combo there. And I believe he also has a lot of Lucky Chloe experience. We saw him quite well versed in the matchup since his brother also plays the character, man. So that was a very impressive performance from him, don't you think?
Yeah, I gotta give it up to Mohammed right there, because that Bob, well, he was moving lightning fast. He had the light dashes. He even did it in the middle of a combo. He was doing crouch dash 1 in the middle of his combos for the screw. It's not like the usual Bob thing that you would see, but he's just like, I'm going to flex a little bit right now. I got the movement, I got the skills, I got to show it off.
You get the Magic 4 combo into the headbutt pickup and then floated the roll forward and was ready for that. Like, you don't see people normally roll forward in this game, but like floated it, was ready immediately for the jab to try to get something out of it. I believe ended up dropping that combo, but just the situational awareness from this Bob is amazing.
Well, yeah, like Spag said, that when he got that knockdown and he picked up with the down forward 3 for the sidewall right there before he tried to go for the screw, even though the screw doesn't hit, it shows you the awareness, the situational awareness with that sidewall right there.
Let's have a look at that final round, though. I mean, that final round was super, super good in this match here versus from Federer versus Spaghetti. Talk to us about this, Bloodhawk, because you were screaming backstage in the green room.
He spent so many games, the second game and even most of this third game, just continuing to go with that 4-4 neutral 2 from both kings, the low. And Spaghetti at this point had already committed to ducking throws, ducking this low. And I was like, do the hop kick right there. That's exactly what I yelled in the green room. Do the hop kick. He's ducking so much. And he brings up this whole combat, finally starts getting his Oki working, and that one hop kick made these lows start working again.
Yeah, I mean, the low blow is a great option, especially against Zafina, because only being -14, she's not going to be able to launch it. It's -14 is a pretty privileged number, because not a lot of characters have that while standing 14 frames.
Yeah. Especially Zafina, right? You're only going to get that while standing 4.
It doesn't even spark. It's not even a sparking while standing 4. What are you scared about?
Absolutely, man. But let's talk about this final match now. We're in a unique position, right? It's our first set of the day, and we have a 2-0 right now in favor of Saudi Arabia. However, this one match, this boss match, which we know now is going to be Callum Bukes versus Raif, 2 TEKKEN World Tour finalists of the 2022 TEKKEN World Tour. They're going to be going at it here in a first to 3 best of 5 now. And if South Africa can win this one, we have a tied set. What do we think of this one, guys?
I mean, you know, we saw the Selector match beginning it off with Raif actually ending up losing the Selector match, even though he won the first round, right? So I got to think, as a player, being up on stage, playing your first match, and not winning it, you know, the confidence levels definitely go down. But Raif, if he's able to close it out, he's going to take the whole set for the team. So hopefully he's able to stay solid.
Yeah, we were talking about it in the green room. I didn't kind of realize the other implications of the Selector match besides of picking sides and showing character. Obviously, it's you showing what characters that you might potentially play. Like Spaghetti showed the Josie, even though he did not end up playing it against Federer. So you know that's an option on the table. And Raif, obviously, like you said, losing the match that did not count to the set, but it can still be an emotional blow. Right. So he has to be ready. No, he was getting hyped as hell for Federer. And,
I love seeing
Muhammad
the emotions
well.
for sure.
So it'll ease the pressure, right? It'll ease the pressure on Raif now a little bit, even though it's a boss match that their teammates are putting in the work.
And yeah, the fact that his teammates have 2 points now, even if he does not perform here, it is a tie.
Quick prediction, guys. Who's going to take this boss match?
I mean, I would like to see them close it out, so I want to go with Saudi Arabia, right?
I want to see a boss. I want to see a final round. I want to see Callum take it.
Let's go over to the commentators now. Rip and Markman, take it away for our boss match.
Here we go, guys. Boss match time. Callum Bukes for South Africa, Riyadh for Saudi Arabia. And this is such an important match. Obviously, if Saudi Arabia wins this, they win the entire team set. But if South Africa, Callum Bukes can win this, we do end up with a tie 2-2, which will send us into a tiebreaker scenario.
Oh, and that could be super scary. But again, so much on the line here, but it's all on Callum Bukes here to keep his team alive. And we know, again, world-class players. These guys were TWT finalists, as the team mentioned earlier today. But these guys have now been under a different microscope. They've participated on the world level. More and more people have studied them, and I'm sure these guys going into it, knowing what their game and their matches are going to be, they probably have something up their sleeve for each other.
Yeah, and I think the interesting thing for me here is looking at Callum Bukes, right? Because obviously he's got all the weight of the world on his shoulders, but he also has nothing to lose because his team's already kind of defeated, right? But Riyadh, on the other hand, he's already lost the Selector match for them. Now his team has done amazing to make these crazy comebacks, and he's just got to close it out. But there's so much more pressure on him in this situation because of that.
Well, we'll see. These are the pressure moments that sometimes make us or break us. Exactly. And it's the matchup that we did expect too. It's Jin Kazama versus Eddie Gordo.
Oh yeah, Sook stage 2. Gonna be good for both of these characters. Here we go. Best of 3, first to 2. Boss match. Riyadh here starting things off early.
Oh yeah, nice combo here. Able to push towards the wall. And again, this is a race to 3. Nice.
Callum Bukes now with Rage here. Rage drive gonna connect.
Oh, he's able to land it. That's gonna be some big damage, but the sidewall messes up the combo. Unfortunate there. The back 2 able to close it out there, right on the scoreboard first, taking that opening round.
Oh boy.
Oh, nice back 1+2 right out of there, but doesn't get the Oki afterwards.
Man, that back 2-3 is so annoying. You didn't like that parry, huh?
Yeah, did not like that parry. Just like, oh man, as any player, I was like, I can't believe that was unsafe.
LLRK from Riyadh.
Here we go. Savage Sword pushed towards the wall. Tries to keep him there. He's going to have to be very careful how he utilizes his counter pokes. Both of these players parallel to the wall here.
Yeah, Callum trying not to get counter hit, but at the same time, he's taking a lot of poke damage. Man, he is keeping himself in this, though.
Oh, the 3-4.
What?
He's trying to get him. He could have got... Oh, man. That
should have taken a smaller punish.
More.
Yeah, Riyadh could have had smaller punish, but now still, the wave into the pressure. Still has Rage mode available, too. Callum trying to close out this round here. Gets it just against the Rage drive.
Yeah, both hits there of the side set 4 ended up hitting, landing a counter hit. Did just enough damage to take that round.
No throw break, 1+2 break this time.
Nice, goes for the down 4 afterwards. Again, back to back.
Oh, I like that. Oh, man, look at Riyadh shaking his head like, okay, I can just throw him. I can just throw him. That's what he just said to himself, I'm sure.
I feel like, oh my gosh, and a low parry this time. Follow up, he's gonna get the wall here. He's gonna do a ton of damage. One more mix-up could do it here. Ooh, down 3-3 cheeky there.
A little pop-off to in-game, why not?
Yeah, 2 rounds to 1 here. Yeah. Big stuff here, gets the forward 4, guaranteed afterwards.
Man, so confident right now, right? Going for the back-to-back throws. LLRK seems open for him as well. Seems to be able to do whatever he wants right now.
Try to catch him there, try to clip him. Good break on the throw that time. Back 2-3, able to land. Right now, Callum Bukes does have a nice lead here, looking to tie things up in terms of rounds. Relax 1-3, the push. One more hit, the standing 4, very quick mid attack, and we're going to a final round here, game number 1.
Yeah, this is close. It's acting very back and forth. Obviously, Rive's rounds have been a little bit more dominant, but Callum's staying in it.
Yeah, I feel like the key is the way that Callum is using the down forward 4. That standing low poke there from Eddie has been getting him so much mileage in the matchup here. The way he's using it, the timing of it, it's really surprising, and it's kind of catching Rive off guard.
Yeah, right now, back to the counter hit, down forward 2.
That's big counter hit launcher. The follow-up here, he's going to get the wall. Full string there at the back 2-3-3.
Well, we've taken his time here to close it out. Got to be careful with his back in this position, though.
Uh-oh.
Bro.
Oh, the float. Able to beat out there. And he gets the wall, the follow-up here, and that's going to do decent damage, but he has him by the wall, which is where it's scary.
LRK wasn't too much damage there. Callum's got to hit some buttons, though. He's not hitting anything right now. He's letting Rive make this comeback. LRK, that's going to be enough, dude.
He might be it.
He let him come all the way back. He just stopped hitting buttons, and Rive took advantage of the situation.
All right, Rive, game number 1 here. His team, both very active in terms of what they're talking about. They're all standing up.
Yeah, I think honestly Callum had that. He just shut down. It's one of those things that Tekken 7 does to you when you have a big lead and the opponent has rage, man.
Yeah.
You know the potential from all the rage drive and the rage art options, so you're scared to hit buttons and get caught by anything. But sometimes you just need to go in and close out.
Yeah, this is an important one here. You look at some of the action here. Started things off, very nicely, gets the rage drive there. The side wall stun ended up messing it up here. And Rive able to close it out there. And you thought, I felt like here he was running away with it.
I thought so too.
However, Callum Buke started fighting back. Oh, they're right into it.
Yeah, this is the next game now.
Oh, they trade blows. Oh, right into LRK. They're all starting to come out now.
I love how Rive shakes his head side to side every time he hits an LRK or lands a grab. He's like, come on, I can get this all day.
Complicated wire, and doing the one throw and looking to close it out. And
look at him. He's so confident right now.
Yeah, he's just chopping away now. Right now, he's looking to close things out. However, he still has 2 more games to go. Let's see if we can do it. Gets a big counter hit.
Oh, boy. Wild 10-2 whiffs. Callum got a small punish there. Back to 3 still around, but the low parry here from Rive. Looking sharp.
Yeah, we were just talking about how well he was using that down forward 4, but now it's become the worst enemy for himself. Rive looking really good, but a key duck there. Ended up getting the wall standing 1 launcher. Here's the follow-up here, puts him into the rage, and that's going to be it. He's going to close it out.
Oh, boy. It looks like it's falling apart for Callum right now. Yeah, he's shaking his head. You can see he looks a little defeated.
He's going to have to shake it off here. He's not done yet. He still has a chance. Another low parry. Rive is active. He is aware. Savage sword follow-up here. Has the wall. Nice spring kick to beat out the low punch. How's he going to deal with it now, though? Oh, the boy. Big launch.
And the Mirage there. And, I think Rive went 4-4-2 Demon Paw. They're trying to mix up all the LLRKs he's been landing. And I think he went for it again, too. And now he's getting caught by everything.
Nice. Good stuff here. Callum Bukes has a big chance. Has him in rage. He's going to have to be very wary. He cannot whiff. Oh, and he got clipped. And this is going to hurt. He's going to get pushed towards the wall here. Oh, and the rage art. Will it hit? Got
so
him.
much damage off of this. He survives, though.
He is alive. But one mix-up can do it. Went for the down 3.
50-50 for the win here. And look at this. Callum stays in game 2.
Stays alive with a great 2 rounds to 1 now.
Oh, man. Rive, his hair is getting in his eyes, dude.
Oh, no. He got him ducking. Nice conversion there from Callum Bukes. He went for the unbreakable handstand throw. Yeah, not able to get it, but a slight float there.
Rive was ready for it for sure. But look at the lead right now. Man, finishing the strings. Counter it 4.
Oh, yeah, he's going to get the wall, too. This is going to hurt. One more mix-up could do it. Again with the down 3-3, and Rive takes it now up 2-0 for his team. This is big. He's close.
Oh, yeah, very, very close. Looking sharp here, but he's got to stay focused. It's not over till it's over.
Yeah, definitely not over. He has to stay focused. We've seen some great comebacks in the past. Does not want to be a victim to one of those.
Oh, you want to use a timeout?
Is he calling for it?
I saw a red card go up. I'm not sure. I mean, he's talking to an admin about it. Cal's like, wait, why?
You won the last game. Why do you want a timeout?
Why do you need the timeout?
All right, here we go. Again, utilizing the rage drive. Going for a good mix-up there. He got the relax 1-3. Here's the push, the final mix-up, goes for the down 3-3, ends up closing it out, but very clean play there.
Yeah, he landed so many LLRKs that he actually just started landing all the follow-up short afterwards. So, all right, I know you can start ducking because you keep thinking I'm going to hell sweep you, but now going to go for these mid-launchers, these big mid-pokes, and everything worked out for Rive.
Decisive match here. Decisive game here for the group match. If Callum loses here, it's going to be all over for South Africa. So much weight on his shoulders at this moment.
Yeah, going to have to win 3 games straight here. And I think obviously going to be sticking it out with Eddie Gordo.
I mean, you have to be, I mean, if you're his teammates, you have to be hyping him up. There's no way you guys can go down like this.
Oh, and they're both huddled up around Callum right now, right as you said that. Like, you're right, Mark.
You gotta channel all of the energy. Here we go. They're talking it over. You know, you gotta believe, you know, he's a great player. He can definitely do this. It's gonna be very difficult, but he has to win 3 games straight to be able to take this for his team and tie things up.
Oh, yeah, he should have won the first game. And we're just getting word right now. Both teams actually used their red traffic card right now, so both of them having a little extra time before this match.
Yeah.
Talk things over, strategize, and important, obviously, for South Africa to do so.
Yeah.
Since this next game could determine, you know, their entire future in the entire group. Because obviously, in this group, they also have Japan and Pakistan.
And in their group matches, of course, as they go into a matchup, they do have the option. Both teams have an option to use that timeout at least once, and so they opted both to use it. Might as well, right?
For
Get some
sure.
extra time to kind of think about what you're going through. This could be potentially the last game of this match set. So
Yeah, kind of odd for Saudi Arabia to use it here, though, right? Because then now if Callum brings it back 2 straight.
Maybe they're thinking about, like, you know what, we have to strategize. What's our pop-off? When we we have to think about that. That's important. The camera shot, the replay, we got to figure out, how do I end it? What move do you want me to do when I get the kill? You got to think about that kind of stuff.
That's extremely confident.
I mean, that's what we've been seeing. We've been seeing nothing but exuding confidence here from the players.
For sure. But, I mean, in this situation now, you've used it, right? And South Africa makes this 2-game comeback. You go to the final game, you have no more timeout. You have to go straight into it.
Think fast.
Exactly.
Well, either way, it's all come down to this. These guys are getting ready for it.
Everyone obviously a little on edge right now. First team set of the day, Saudi Arabia versus South Africa. Also on the secondary stream, we actually have Philippines versus Germany.
Yeah,
going
that
on.
one should
That's
be a
big,
doozy.
right? Yeah, I want to know the results of that one.
Yeah, we'll get some updates throughout the day, of course. The team over at the analyst desk will be able to fill you in on everything that's going to be happening throughout the entire day. But, man, there's a lot of action. And over the next few days, we hope you guys stay tuned. There is a lot of tech and talent here from around the world. The best players. Can't wait to see how this is all going to play out because, again, one nation will win $500,000 when it's all said and done.
That's insane. That is so insane. Good time to be a Tekken player. Also, shout out to, you know, Joey Fury, HK Jr. getting picked up by Face Clan today. I saw that.
Yeah.
That is wild, man.
He's thinking it through. He's been talking to himself. I wonder what is going on in Callum Buke's mind right now. How is he going to break things down? How is he going to change things up? Matchup-wise, I feel like he's been playing so defensively going into the matchups. I feel like maybe he needs to go nuts.
I thought those red traffic cards were 60 seconds. That felt like 600 seconds. Am I tripping?
I don't know. When there's pressure, sometimes things go in slow motion, right? That Tekken 7 feature, slow motion.
But here we go. Rive, Saudi Arabia up 2-0 over Callum Bukes here in this boss match. Jin Kazama versus Eddie Gordo. Let's see what happens. Taking it to Abandoned Temple. Pressure's on here for South Africa. Of course, Callum Bukes has to win 3 straight just to tie the set and send it to a tiebreaker situation.
Give us a cat. Round 1. Fight.
Ducks the electric early. Man, the wave was coming out from Rive here.
Yeah, both players trying to find their footing here in this pivotal game. Wow, he did the right attack and the right counterattack there from the parry, but was not able to land it.
Good. And I like that he's keeping the parry follow-up shorter this time, right? He's not going for the big cans. He's like, I'll just take the little damage. Hey. Calum, small lead here. Oh, but the low parry from Rive, he's on point, man.
That was really good.
The wave boost, the wave boost.
And this is still the opening round here. Game number 3. Oh, he's trying to get him. Not going to be able to do it, get some added damage, but he does have range now. Not going to matter. Round number 1, Rive.
Round 2. Fight.
Man, Calum seems to start off so strong in so many rounds, but great pickup with the back 2-1 that time.
Oh, yeah.
LL Arcade's been paying dividends for him. Go to it all day. There it is again. Why not?
That was huge.
I don't think a single one has been blocked in this entire set.
Oh, no.
Give me another one. 3-in-1 round. Why not? Yo, finish the round with another one.
I mean, not just that, right?
Oh, the pop-up, dude! Really? Calum's got range, though. Small pixel. Down 4 is going to close it out. And just like that, it is team set point for Saudi Arabia.
Oh, yeah. For the entire group match here, he's going to have to be very careful. The boss match comes down to these two bosses, but Rive is being the bigger boss right now. Here we go. Big combo. Calum's going to push towards the wall here. He gets the full combo. Oh, no, he missed the last hit. That's unfortunate because now going back the other way, the positioning is now lost.
Man, Rive realized that combo was going to drop and just let the end go. That was smart.
Yeah, I decided to go for the wave boost. Gets the 1+2 from Stance. The follow-up here. He's going to get the wall one more time. One more mix-up. This could be it. The trade.
He's standing though. Rage drive. Here comes the mix. And oh my goodness, the free kick.
Calum's going to get it.
It's not over yet. Rive gave him a nod. He's like, all right, you got 1 round. You get 1 round.
I mean, that could be the big change. That could be the momentum that he needs.
This is how Federer made the comeback.
Uh-oh. Calum's feeling it right now. Nice use of the down forward 4 there.
Good block.
You have to be careful. There's so many. Gets him out of the relax.
Yeah, it's the second time he's done that in this game. Oh, yeah, trying to cash in those LRKs. But Calum defense holding up right now. But still very close round still. Team set point for Saudi Arabia.
Rive
with
doing
range.
a great job. He's going to have to be careful. Rive has access to range drive. Oh, didn't get the splat.
Range drive 50-50 again. Doesn't get the mid. No, he backdashes out. Why would he do it again?
Got him.
Saudi Arabia takes the set over South Africa. 4 points to 0.
Oh, yeah, they ended up going undefeated in terms of the matchups. So great stuff to the team from Saudi Arabia. The hometown heroes able to take it over South Africa. But it's not done for South Africa. They still have their other matches in the group stages, which, of course, we will update you guys throughout the entire next few days.
Exactly. We got 2 days of groups action here. This is just day 1. This was just our first team battle, actually. So a lot more action. Both of these teams still have to play Pakistan and Japan to complete their groups.
Oh boy, we have so many great matchups, so many great countries, so many great teams that are going to be going at it. You guys can see some of the action from their entire set throughout the day. So many great moments, man. The Federer comeback earlier was crazy.
Yeah, the Federer comeback had to be the highlight of the whole set, man. Look at Rive, triple jump just to get the pop-up every single time. Unbelievable comeback from Federer. I loved his interview too. He's so confident. He's like, yeah, I knew I had it. Even though I was down 2 rounds, it was getting a little scary, but I had it.
Yeah, and of course, the amazing Bob play that we saw from Sun Brother. That was amazing. His movement, his speed, his awareness.
Yeah, he is a wild card for sure throughout this entire set. But of course, it came down to Rive at the end here against Calum Bukes in that boss match position. And really just, dominated. Had all the LLRKs, all the pokes on point. Defense against the rage drive worked out for him. And really the back 2 ones to close out here were really clutch. Boom, boom. Had it time and time again. But let's send it on down the stage for an interview.
Please make some noise for Rafe. Congratulations. Wow, wow, and wow. I just wanted to ask you, how confident were you? Because I know what was happening there.
Actually, thanks to my teammates, they got the first 2 games, so I went to the last game, I was super confident. So I was just doing everything. I knew everything would work. Yeah.
I saw you doing a lot of hills. You did like 15 hill sweeps on that one, right? how comfortable are you in the Eddie matchup? Because not a lot of people know how to instantly call out when he goes low, when he goes into these stances, but you were right on it. The back 2-1s, down 4s to make sure. How comfortable are you in that matchup? Do you have a lot of practice?
I have a lot of practice against Eddie, actually, but depends on the one who plays, like if he's defensive or if he is like aggressive. So I noticed in the first match he was super defensive, so I just like tried to put my whole offense on him. That's it.
صحيح قبل شوي كان السؤال في المقابلة سألناه في البداية أن قد إيش كانت ثقته عالية في المباراة جاوب فيها رايف قال لأن عنده برضو الفريقين أو اللاعبين اللي كانوا يلعبوا معه لعبوا بشكل مرة ممتاز وقدروا يفوزون فما بقى إلا عنده بس الانتصار الأخير وحقق فيها النصر. والسؤال الثاني اللي أنسأل في المقابلة أن كيف كان الماتش اب ضد إيدي؟ هل كان سهل ولا شلون قدرت تلعب؟ لأنه شوية تركي إنك تلعب فيها لكن قال رايف أن نلاحظ في الجولة الأولى أنه كان يلعب بشكل دفاعي أكثر فاستغل لصالحه وقدر يتفوق على المباراة وانتصر فيها وفعلا أداء أسطوري يعطيك العافية رايف.
I got one more question for you before you get out of here, and I asked you about this before. How good does it feel to play a tournament in your home region?
Oh, it feels so good. Thank you, everyone is here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I want to say special thanks to Saudi Sports Federation. I want to also say thank you to Prince Faisal bin Bandar for attending and supporting us, the Saudis. So this is a big support for us. Yeah, actually, I was 2 weeks before I was in CEO. I was the only Saudi there. It was different for me. So here, it gives you so much like confidence, makes me more comfortable playing there.
شكر فيها رائف فعلا كان في سؤال انسال اللي في البدايه انه كيف شعور منافسه رائف في ارضه في وطنه بين جمهوره في هذا الحدث العظيم. رائف فعلا شكر فيها الاتحاد السعودي للرياضات الالكترونيه وشكر فيها صاحب السمو الملكي الامير بندر بن سلطان يعطيه الف عافيه. شكرا على الدعم العالي اللي جالس يقدم في هذه المنافسه. لكن الحين راح برضه نتكلم في باقي تفاصيل المباراه وراح ننتقل برضه الى استديو التحليل.
Guys, do me a favor one more time. Make some noise for Rafe! And with that being said, we're going to toss it back to the analyst desk.
والحين اعزائنا المشاهدين راح نتكلم تفاصيل اكثر المباراه وراح نستعد لكم المباراه اللي بعدها. خلونا ننتقل الى الاستديو التحليلي.
Thank you very much, guys. A clean sweep from Saudi Arabia versus South Africa, but a lot to unpack there from that set because that was our first set of the tournament. So many things that we saw in that set. We saw comebacks. We saw how the format is actually going to play out here. How did you guys? What's your first thoughts on the way that went down?
I mean, the first set of the tournament right there was pretty interesting. Federer versus Spaghetti, you know, coming down to the final game. But then Riyadh right at the end, you know, it's not a very comfortable position that you're in. Even though your team is up 2 games or 2 points, you're like they could still tie it up in this boss battle just from that. But good stuff to Riyadh there, able to close it out. It seems like he gained a lot of confidence early on in game number 1. Went for a lot of LORKs, realized that they were hitting, and kind of rolled that all the way for the 3-0.
Yeah, exactly. I think Federer is making that comeback too at the end. Really filled the rest of the team with the confidence to keep going, and you know. I didn't think it was going to be such a, commanding sweep after that point. But like you said, after the first game, Riyadh seemed a little bit hesitant, like he was feeling out Caleb in that first game. But after that, he was like, I know what to do, I know what's working, and let me go full bore on him. Like he said in the interview, just full offensive to overwhelm his defense.
Well, let's talk about the Selector match as well. So we saw that in play. The Selector match actually went in South Africa's favor, right? So they had to, Saudi Arabia had to pick their first player, which allowed South Africa to go for the counter pick. In hindsight, we could say, of course, that perhaps the wrong player went up against Federer because that match there was crazy. Probably the highlight of the set, as Rip said, right? The comeback from Federer there versus Spag. But this is something that's very interesting that Riyadh said in the interview, that the first games being won, both games, gave him the confidence in the boss match, right? Because regardless of win or loss, the Saudi Arabia team was still in the set, right?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's the interesting thing about the format, because the boss battle counts for 2 points. That's super crucial right at the end. But Riyadh able to close it out, gain that confidence, especially winning the first game in that boss battle. I think that gave him that extra boost of confidence, able to take the whole thing.
Yeah.
And yeah,
the first game was the closest one, and I feel like it only got worse from there. Like had the confidence, made the little adjustments to move forward and just played really strong.
Yeah, I think we're going to be getting highlights soon as well to go over some of those moments, right? But, I mean, that first match in the boss match was incredibly important, right? Callum actually had the win. You know, it was he had the life lead. He was backing off. But we're seeing right now on screen this incredibly crucial match here from Federer versus the Spaghetti, which, again, look at this comeback. We're seeing it one more time. You said it yourself, Bloodhawk. The mid started to work, and that opened up the lows because Spaghetti did not want to duck. And this, I feel like, was the crucial match of the set, right?
100%. You win this close set, especially Federer being on the edge, and it seemed like it energized his teammates because Sam Brother came in with the bob, ending it with the perfect, and then if you're Rife and you see your first two guys playing so confidently, you can't let them down. And
it was that situation there, right, where, again, it was the rage drive comeback after the hell sweep. He noticed that Callum was playing so defensive, so just going for the wave dash into 50-50, and Callum wasn't able to deal with it, right? Yeah,
and I feel like Callum also started maybe making more mistakes. You know, was blocking some down back force, which Eddie can launch punish with the wall standing 1-3. Lots of little mistakes that if he hadn't made them, it could have been a way closer set.
Yeah, there was also a situation, too, where he had him at the wall, and he went for the new Eddie wall combo back 2-3-3, but then it was a low wall hit, and then he, you know, Riot recognized the situation, good situational awareness. He tech rolled right away, and he's like, that string's not going to hit. It's too low on the wall. Got the wall standing 2 to get that second round as well. So it's just a lot of great stuff from Riot there.
I think that we are in agreement that Federer for that set is our Kidia MVP, man, definitely. I think that first match was so vital, and the comeback, I think if the Spaghetti was able to win that match, it would have given the boys a bit more confidence. I think confidence and momentum is such a big part of Tekken, right? Any last thoughts on what we saw?
I think Pakistan and Japan are definitely taking notice of Saudi Arabia. I mean, if anything, I think maybe they won a little bit too too well. It's like, because if you're Japan and Pakistan and you're like maybe for the middle of that first set against Federer, maybe you were just like giving it half an eye. But after this final game, you're starting to pay attention to this Saudi team.
He got so much damage off of Okazeme right there, too. And, you know, just seeing Riot getting hype for his boys, you know, it really boosts the morale for the team format. So that was great to see.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. So, yeah, let's have a look at the standings as they are now after that match. Saudi Arabia getting to a perfect start, right? Clean sweep there versus South Africa. If you're South Africa right now, what are you thinking, man?
I mean, it's still a round-robin format. You're still playing in your groups. You're still not out of it yet. You know, you still have your upper bracket and your lower bracket as well. So it's like, you can't count your cards before the end of the day already.
Two difficult matches coming up, though, for them, though, right? It's Japan and Pakistan. I mean, obviously, you don't want to lose your confidence. You want to, any team is beatable, but that's a tough one, right?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, like you said, it only gets harder from here for South Africa, but all they can do is take it one match at a time.
Yeah,
one hit at a time, one match at a time.
Well, here are our standings for Group C. As you can see right now, Saudi Arabia taking that first set. The matches won. You know, it was a perfect set. It was a clean sweep, so that you couldn't have asked for a better set.
I mean, like almost completely perfect. Only dropping one game across 3 sets, and I don't think we talked about it earlier, but there is potential tiebreaker scenarios. All of these statistics matter if we get to potential tiebreaker scenarios.
Right.
Yeah, 100% I agree with you there, man. So congratulations to Saudi Arabia for taking the first match. Really, really well played there. South Africa does have some work to do. But ladies and lads, we definitely have some more Tekken action for you at Gamers8. But before that, we're going to go on a short break. When we return, more Tekken action at Gamers8. We'll see you soon.